Digital storytelling in today's classroom. Storytelling is the most powerful way to put ideas into the world today. Robert McKee. According to Wikipedia, digital storytelling is a short form of a digital media production that allows for everyday people to share aspects of their story. In the classroom, teachers use it to generate interest, attention, and motivation for students who are considered to be a digital generation. The history of digital storytelling began with the invention of the moving picture. However, tools to make a movie were not available to the common person. The public consumed the movies that were produced but never gave anything back. This is no longer the case. With today's technology, anyone can become a digital storyteller. Digital storytelling allows students to create and be more than just a consumer. 6 reasons to use digital storytelling in the classroom. Digital storytelling promotes leadership. It is geared to an audience. A good leader listens to their audience, takes into account what they want to hear, and how it needs to be presented. In the classroom, students will grow their leadership skills by discovering what topic they are passionate about, researching that topic, and using it to develop a digital story their audience will be interested in viewing. Being a part of an audience also helps to build leadership skills. When students listen to the knowledge of others, they grow their own knowledge bank, and knowledge is the key to success. Digital storytelling grows technology skills. Students live in a world of technology. Their future jobs will require technology skills. They need to be trained in how to use this technology. Classroom exposure provides a safe environment to nurture these skills and to build confidence. Digital storytelling mirrors the traditional writing process. Although it is different in format, it is still writing. Students are required to follow the steps of a writing project. They must brainstorm, plan, create, revise, edit, publish, and reflect on their finished product. As in writing, the planning stage is the largest stage of any digital storytelling production. Digital storytelling requires critical thinking and decision-making skills. Students will need to use higher-level thinking skills to make decisions that will affect their final story. They will need to create a goal and plan to reach that goal. Students will need to decide if their ideas are feasible or if they need to take a more practical approach. They will need to decide if they will incorporate all of the multiple aspects of digital storytelling, such as images, video, audio, and text. They must decide what their message is and who they are trying to reach. Digital storytelling also encourages sharing and collaboration. Teachers can use digital storytelling to encourage students to work together to achieve a goal. It can be used to teach an academic concept, teacher-specific skills, tell a story, bring awareness to an issue, and create an impact. Students are able to immediately share their work and receive feedback. This fosters a sense of community within the classroom, and students begin to grow and learn from each other. Project-based learning, such as digital storytelling, adds a new dimension to the child's learning experience. Digital storytelling allows for creative teacher assessment. No matter what the topic is or the size of their project, digital storytelling allows students to creatively demonstrate their grasp of content and their ability to reach a goal. Digital storytelling allows the teacher to assess without students even realizing that it is a form of assessment. If it is being used as an assessment, however, it would be wise for a teacher to use a rubric to fairly assess each student. Digital stories are personal. Students need to create a script that uses available materials. It should include universal story elements and involve collaboration on many levels. There are steps that students need to follow to create a great digital story. The following will be the 8 steps to create great digital stories. Step 1 is an idea. Students must have an idea to create their story. It can be fiction or nonfiction. It can be a topic of discussion in class or a personal experience. When students have arrived at their idea, they will need to create a plan to bring their idea to life. They will begin by writing a proposal, constructing a paragraph, and using pre-writing tools to develop their idea. Step 2, research, explore, and learn. To effectively tell their story, students must research, explore, and learn about the topic. Students will learn about finding authentic resources and citing their sources. Organization is key at this point of development, and note-taking skills will be enhanced during this process. Step 3 is writing and scripting. During this step, pre-writing skills will help students develop their ideas and begin to write. Students can transform a proposal into an introduction. At this point, their ideas will begin to take shape and make sense. They will learn to make better word and sentence choices, and they will know their topic well before the end of this stage. Step 4 is planning. After the script is written, it must be transitioned into digital material. Storyboarding will help students understand the audio and visual aspects of their project. They will make decisions about what images, video, and sound they want to use to create their story. This also allows them to learn about scene transitions. Step 5, gathering and creating. During this step, their stories will come to life. Their storyboard will be a guide in developing their ideas and finding the media they wish to use. They will also learn about copyrights and other digital laws. At this time, they will read their scripts and record their audio. When doing this, they will hear and see their errors. Step 6 is putting it all together. When they begin to put their digital story together, they will discover if they have enough information and see the places in which they need to make adjustments. Students will generally become very involved in their projects. Teachers will be surprised at how creative their students will become and what tools they utilize to create the perfect story. Step 7 is sharing. Teachers will need to decide how their students' digital stories will be shared. Will they just be shared within the classroom, or will they also be shared on the internet? Students are adept at social media and will want to share their projects outside of the classroom. School and parental permission will need to be considered before it is shared outside of the classroom. Step 8 is reflection and feedback. Before rushing on to the next objective, teachers need to allow time for reflection and feedback. Students need to reflect on what they have learned and what they could improve for the next time. This is also a good time to teach students about constructive feedback and allow them to critique the stories of other students. The following is an example of digital storytelling. It explains the FOIL method, which is used to solve algebraic equations. Was a great example of digital storytelling and how it can be used to improve on student learning in the classroom. When they see it presented like that, it helps to stick in their minds and they can recall it easier for future reference. Two great websites for digital storytelling are ZimmerTwins.com and Storybird.com. I went searching for websites that teachers could use that were budget friendly but also friendly for student use. And both of these websites are great resources for teachers and students. Free accounts can be created and schools can also create paid accounts that open up many more media tools to them. Zimmer Twins provides great instruction for the beginner in digital storytelling. Their movie-making tools allow for the use of great creativity. Storybird allows students to create a print version of their digital story. It also allows the creator to share in an online community for feedback and publishing. My reflection. I teach family and consumer science in grades 7 through 12, and I'm excited to introduce digital storytelling to my students this year. As I've worked on this presentation, I've been planning how I will incorporate it into my lessons. In my culinary classes, I want my students to create digital food labs and recipe books. I will have my parenting classes develop a digital story about the stages of child development and the effects of parenting on a child's development. My clothing students will be able to create a digital story about the evolution of clothing, and it will end with an outfit of their own creation. The use of digital storytelling will allow my students to have an interactive experience that will build their technology skills. They will finish with a tangible item that they can share with family and friends, and they will also be able to access their projects for years to come. I feel digital storytelling will be a good hands-on experience that will reinforce the concepts I'm trying to teach and build a sense of community within my classroom. Thanks for watching. These were my sources for this project.